right now, there's a feeling of momentum that's gaining, okay? And whether or not you are feeling this yourself, you may be or you may not be. There's two ways that this momentum or energy can go. And one of the ways is you can be like totally in surrender to the momentum and where it wants to take you and your soul and on your path and journey. And that can take you to the farthest place and give you the most infectious joy and enthusiasm you've ever experienced in your entire life. But the key is here, you have to know that if you're going to be in alignment with the momentum as it's going, you have to be okay to surrender. And what do you have to be okay to surrendering to? Uncertainty. Uncertainty and trust into the unknown. This has been a common theme in all of the channelings I've done, but I feel it's even more prevalent right now, is if you are going to allow yourself to be overtaken by the infectious enthusiasm, joy, and momentum of where the universe wants to take you, it's going to require you to just let go of any and all control, any and all feelings of obligation, any and all feelings of needing to know exactly what's going to happen or how or when, and just going completely into the flow. Just going completely into the flow and going along with the ride as it is right now, okay? If you can do this, if you can have faith, if you can let go, if you can be in the flow of where and what opportunities are coming to you, you're going to have an absolutely incredible time in the universe right now. It's an amazing, prosperous times full of opportunity. Now, the other way it could go, unfortunately, the tough way, there's two ways, right? The hard way or the easier way, as I like to say. The more difficult way or the more frustrating way is going to be in resistance to the changes that are taking place and not or refusing to identify with the way in which the universe is setting you up for success. Now, what do I mean by that? One of the things that's shifting is our paradigm of what it means to be successful or what it means to be making progress in our own lives is shifting dramatically. Instead of having the external kind of recognition, right, about accomplishments or status or followers or even money, it's more of an internal recognition. We are learning to self-validate who we are, what we are doing, and where we are going for ourselves without external support. Does that make sense to everyone? If you are in a place where you are needing or craving or feeling like you're lacking because you don't have that external support with the direction you know in your heart is best for you, it's because you're not meant to have it. And that is the most Hi, Frida. Hi, Michelle. That is the most challenging part about what's going on today, is we are having to learn the hard lesson of external validation or letting go of external validation to learn to self-validate who we are and what we're here to express. I don't know about you guys, but I was raised with the need for, the craving for external validation and who I am, who I was, and where I was going, what I was doing. So I did things that gave me that, to give me that sense of accomplishment, to make me feel like I was on the right path. And right now, that's completely out of existence. So it's a tough lesson to learn, but I feel a very, very, very worthwhile one. All right. All right, so let's get into a mini collective reading here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Taylor up on stage. By the way, those of you guys who are new to Taylor, we did a live podcast conversation about 2 weeks ago. And Taylor is one of my best friends. He's an incredible guy, so wise, full of gems of knowledge. This guy's been studying concepts of spirituality from the higher teachers and masters for a long time. I haven't studied any of that shit, by the way. All the things that I talk about, they just come through me. But this guy, Taylor, he's been learning about this stuff in addition to already probably knowing it for a lot longer than I have. And he was one of my main inspirations for helping me to find out the power of the heart and the power of following your heart to be in alignment with your destiny and trusting into the unknown, which we talked about on our last podcast. So I'm going to bring him on in just a second. He's going to just be there in the corner so you guys can see him while I do the live stream. And then we're going to get into a live discussion centered loosely around the ego and what that means and why it's here, and share both of our perspectives on it. I think we're going to have some cool opinions on that. I also want to maybe talk about some stuff that I'm frustrated with personally, and I think that are happening specifically around corporations and the systems in place that currently are happening. I woke up to an announcement from California saying that they're reinstating the mandatory mask mandate for both everyone, whether or not you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, despite a huge lack of evidence showing that vaccinated people are at risk in any way, and knowing that the death rate when it comes to COVID-19 is extremely low, like historically low. And yet they are having us put on masks once again. So I want to talk about all that stuff and get you guys' opinions and just share our honest thoughts, share my honest thoughts and Taylor's honest thoughts about that, and just have a discussion around it. But let's go ahead and go for it. Okay. So opening the ceremony now, calling in the angels and guides. Let me bring Taylor back on right now. There he is. Taylor, do you want to say a couple words before we get into this live stream or this live reading? You're here. You're on mute. Go ahead for it.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I feel the energy coming through in chat already, and the energy coming through, and it's just, to me, it's a community experience, and it's a total blast.
Awesome. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. All right, here we go. Calling in the angels and guides, opening the ceremony officially for the collective, live here on TikTok and on Twitch. By the way, if you guys want to follow me and to be able to see more of these live podcasts here on TikTok, join me on Twitch. You guys can follow me on through the link in my bio. Go to my website, hit that purple icon, follow me on Twitch, and that's where we're going to be doing the majority of my live collectives from now on, and then posting segments of those onto YouTube. That's the new plan for now. All right, here we go. Angels and guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, please. Guidance here now for the collective. Whatever you want the collective to know that is most important for our highest state of being at this moment in time. Here we go. You guys for the feedback. I really appreciate it. All right, here we go. All right, guys and angels, what are the collective vibe and energies? What lessons do we need to know, especially right now, that is most important for this current time? I love it. I don't know if there's anyone else who's drawn Oracle and Tarot to Highway to Hell. Here we go. Wow, here we go. First card out. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. What are the opportunities that are mostly around fun and enjoyment? How can you and us and all of us bring more fun, excitement, and joy into our lives that might seem unconventional in a certain way? Now, what do I mean by that? Unconventional, despite, like, especially in this community, right, of people who draw tarot, people who draw oracle. What does it mean to just have a little bit of that sacred wine, right? If we think about the concept of wine, it's an alcoholic drink. And alcohol typically has one of those reputations where it's just getting us into a little bit of darkness maybe, or chaos maybe, or just down a certain road. But maybe, just maybe, a little bit of chaos every now and then in a way that's safe is healthy. for what we are doing and where we're going. If we just have all order all the time, how can we possibly be able to change and evolve in the ways that are in alignment with our soul? Chaos is a natural antidote and solution and medicine, by the way, to too much structure. Too much structure that is constricting or limiting our ability to authentically express ourselves in the ways that we truly want and to be in the flow of life. It's almost like if you imagine structure being something that can hold the flow of what wants to happen through all of us in life. But if that structure is too rigid, then it restricts the flow. Does that make sense so far with you guys? So to me, drinking the sacred wine is allowing those chaotic, quote unquote, moments that enter our life and for us to run freely with it, knowing that we are safe and knowing that's an essential medicine and antidote to what needs to happen in society and in our lives right now in order to help with the evolution of our state, of our consciousness, and where we are all going. So think about those moments right now that are coming into your life that seem, again, a little bit chaotic, uncertain, but also carry with it a lot of authentic fun and joy. And while letting go a little bit of the potential repercussions of what that could lead to, right, whether or not it seems perfectly safe, maybe opening yourself a little bit to giving that a chance so you can experience what's on the other side. The Divine Mother Manifest and the Lover and the Beloved. Here we go, the Sacred Union card. The Sacred Union card, okay? With Venus and Mars recently coming out of a conjunction, sparks are flying like crazy between the masculine collective and the feminine, between male and female energies coming together. You might be coming together with the opposite polarity of who you are, hopefully in an amazingly aligned way. Some of you guys might be reconnecting with people from the past. Some of you guys might be connecting with people who are new, who are aligned with you of the opposite polarity. And overall, the romance and the sparks and the sexual polarity is in the air. Now, what you guys have to know is this is also coming together at the time of drinking the sacred wine and a little bit of chaos. So you have to know that as this comes online and as this comes through, this is going to be one of the vehicles in which you can kind of just let go, right? And allow things to spontaneously flow and to see where they go. Knowing that right now, if we are coming together with opposite polarities that are meant to be involved with us in some way in life, that it's going to be helpful. It's going to help both of us rise together in an aligned way, right? And it's also going to allow us to enjoy, which is most important for evolution at this point, as the cards have pointed out. The other aspect to this, Divine Mother Manifest, is that all of this is all in alignment, allowing that to be ourselves to be open to that, to manifestation of your soul's highest dreams, goals, and reality. Okay? So if you can allow this sense of a little bit of chaos, a little bit of polarities coming together, a little bit of surrender, going with the flow, and enjoying these sacred moments that involve fun and spontaneity and flow, this is all going and helping us to manifest where we ultimately wanted to go in the very beginning. However, we don't know how. That's the thing. We don't know how. Okay. Now, the other thing that is around this. Okay. I mentioned the masculine and feminine polarities coming together. So sparks are flying like crazy. You have to see and notice who you are attracting in your life. If you are attracting people that are not really who you want to be involved with, or who are out of alignment with your mission, your destiny, where you want to go, just who aren't on the same page or they feel intrusive in some way, this shows you where you might be out of alignment internally as well. So think of this way of attracting the other, the opposite polarity into your life right now, if and how that is specifically occurring, as a direct reflection to you of what may be off or what may still be in the process of evolving, and how you can finish that evolution up so you can only effortlessly attract who and the exact energy that you want to be aligned with in your lifetime and in your life right now. This is the most important part, universally, collectively, of the feedback we are receiving at this moment in time, is who, by nature, we are effortlessly attracting into our life. That is the most important part of the feedback. Who is that that's coming to you? Dance of the Divine Feminine, and one more card in the middle here, we have you who show the way. You who show the way. Everyone here on this live stream, myself, Taylor, all of you guys in the chat here on Twitch and on TikTok, remember, we are the pioneers, we are the leaders, and we are the bold leaders who get to show everyone else the way forward. If there is something bold, if there is something you've never done before, if there is something you've never experienced before that is presenting itself in your life, that is presenting itself to you, it will be an opportunity right now specifically to lead the way for anyone else who may be seeking inspiration from you as a leader to go onto their path. One of the things that I've known or realized about myself, my channel, and this collective is that I'm here to help be the pioneer of sort of the other pioneers who are meant to show the way to the rest of the collective. And it's not in a way that's like, it's not in a way that's like crazy, way out there, like no one's ever going to resonate. It's right there. Like it's needed right now for society to have these leaders and pioneers within spirituality specifically of the new way in which spirituality, love, and romance is going to be presented and perceived to and by the world. You guys see that? Do you guys feel that? It is a grand rising, thank you TikTok, at this time of the new spiritual leaders, entrepreneurs, and pioneers in this field, specifically around love, romance, and wealth and business. We are here to create a whole new reality, and it has never been more fortuitous. So those are the first messages we have today on a collective level. I'm going to draw 5 more cards from the tarot specifically to get even more specific guidance. Let me know in the chat if you guys are resonating with this, if this is hitting you guys in any certain way on TikTok and or on Twitch here. And let's get an update here with the tarot as well. Whatever the guides and angels want to tell us about specifically our collective love situations and what's going on when it comes to love. Cool. Let's go for it. All right, angels and guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones. Updates in love specifically, and for our highest good and healing at this time through the power of unconditional love. What do we need to know for our highest good and healing? Let's get this energy. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. That's that sacred wine card. That's that sacred wine card. You see this infatuation. This fatuation with this phallic representation of sacred, passionate, sexual energy. What are you doing with all of that sexual energy, that passion inside? It doesn't even have to be sexual, by the way. It can just be a representation of the growing fire inside of you, the recognition of this fire and where and how this wants to be expressed and enjoyed. Right? Annette says, I missed the whole thing because of this annoying thing called work. Is work getting in the way? Is work getting in the way of you enjoying full out what you have to experience in your life right now? God damn it. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? We have to look at these things. And if we look at these things and we say, you know what? I don't know. It just is what it is. I have to do it because I have to do this, or I have to pay my bills, or I have to survive, right? There is another way. There is another way. I promise you there's another way. If it's getting in the things specifically of what gives you the most joy, passion, and excitement with what you want to do and what you want to be, there is another way. And all you have to do is choose to be open to that way and to receive that way. I'm getting chills as I say that. So you guys can free yourself. And I want you to take this energy in right now. I promise you this is me. This is all of me. You guys are seeing all of what I have to offer right now. All of it. This isn't bullshit, or this isn't hype, or I'm not selling you anything. I'm just saying, what are the changes you would need to make in order to go full out and enjoy everything in your life right now to the fullest expression? Is work, quote unquote, work, one of the things that is restricting that? And if we're calling it work, is that even in alignment with what we're doing or what we're meant to be doing? Right? How can we transmute the word work into full out passion, excitement, and alignment? Right now, I'm working, but I don't feel that it's work. And I want all of us to feel this energy. This is what we get the chance to be in. Let this energy be a sign. If you feel like there's something in the way that's restricting you from accessing this flow of energy right now that's coming down through me, and identify what that may be so you can make a shift. High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. The evolution right now is internal. It is not external. The evolution right now for the collective is an internal evolution, meaning the more you can evolve and involve, you like that? Evolve and involve yourself spiritually, internally, and recognize that growth is where the growth and progress will happen, not in external validation or external rewards or a paycheck of any sort, right, for work. Then you will find your happiness. You will find your peace. You will find your excitement. Wow, look at these cards that are coming out. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Hierophant, and we have the Two of Cups. If you guys are looking for love and union, marriage, an incredible life together with someone who is fully in alignment with you, that is here. It is here. It is here and it is now. Not in the now in terms of this moment in time coming together with someone else. But when I say now, it's here for you to be able to access that energy when you are in the flow of your personal leadership. The way in which you will inspire the masses of people and the people around you generally will bring you the love of your life that you always hoped for and loved and dreamed of and wanted. We have the Two of Cups showing up underneath the Page of Wands. This is a new, passionate, exciting time for romance that is in the flow and alignment to help you come into alignment with your greatest potential leadership and destiny. Let me know if you guys are feeling it right now. Let me know if you guys are feeling it right now. Four of Wands. Whatever you are realizing right now deep within, that you are coming together with in your heart, your mind, and your soul, right, on an interpersonal level, is truth. Whoever it is you feel is coming towards you, that you can feel in alignment with, that is truth. But that will only come into alignment when you allow yourself to be seen and to express yourself and to lead the way. You who shows the way. You who shows the way. Keep in mind, we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. The Hierophant was the first card out underneath the crowning card, with the High Priestess, the spiritual feminine match to the Hierophant, coming out underneath the deck. So the spiritual union coming together is the energy of Hierophant and High Priestess. Now both of these have to come into balance within ourselves first. And or you may be on one side or the other, right? We mentioned this in a couple of live readings ago. You may be feeling, my work is more internal, and I have to evolve or go internal within myself to evolve in that way in order to attract the opposite match, which is the Hierophant, which is someone who is seen, who is expressing, and who is leading. Because you see, this is the perfect, complementary, synergistic match towards one another. Now, here's the other thing that's interesting. We have the Devil come out next to the Two of Cups, and we have the Nine of Cups here. So is there someone coming back to you or in your life right now, Devil, where there's a little bit of karmic energy being involved who you may perceive to be your ideal wish fulfillment in love and in life, but that is actually involving some karma or a karmic bond between you two that might help you to see what you actually want. This might be here. The other energy that's possible here is that there is still some type of karmic union, right, or karmic lesson to be learned with someone else who's coming into your life. Again, Nine of Cups, to help you realize who and what your true wish fulfillment is and what that wish fulfillment is. But there is still someone or something here that might want to get in the way of that. Page of Swords, underneath the Two of Cups as our final card here. So it's important to be curious. It's important to be curious and to investigate as well. The advice here is to be curious and to investigate who might be coming into your life, what karma there may still be involved between you and them, and especially within their own life, that may be in or out of alignment with being in a relationship and a partnership with you. Right now, what are you choosing? Are you choosing to be in a relationship, or are you choosing to be free and to drink the sacred wine? There may be a little bit of a difference right now, or a choice to be made of some sort, between how and who you spend your time with. And my question to you is, what would you like to choose right now? What would you like to choose right now? This is also, by the way, sexuality. This is a little bit of exploration into the sacred wine that life is offering, and what that involves, and who that might be involving you with, and where that will go. Perhaps there is a sexual spark or romantic experience with someone who there is a lesson or a shared lesson that you might have with that will lead you to your true person, or will allow you to investigate what it is and who it is you really want. Either way, the true person that you were meant to be with, the person who is your, in every way, spiritual match made in heaven, between the most evolved version of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, coming together and balancing one another out, that is still on its way. 3 final advice cards for the collective here. There it is. I knew it was going to come out. It's that choice, right? There's that choice. 2 of Swords. There's that choice. The advice that comes with this is, if there is an opportunity like this, where you know there's a chance to engage with someone, where it might be a little bit of a sexual, casual, romantic spark of a partnership, but may not be the person you wish to end up with overall. Right? There may be an opportunity to engage with that. And you may be curious about that. And your soul may need or crave or want that particular experience to find yourself. But all the time realizing that there may be something else waiting for you down the road. But it is a choice. And it is a crossroads. And I say, while the sacred wine is here to drink, why not drink? Maybe that's just my ego talking, 6 of Wands. But hey, maybe sometimes we have to explore our ego first before we can know who and what in our life is truly aligned with us. 5 of Wands, don't fight. Surrender. Let it go. Not everything has to be perfectly in alignment all the time with who and what and how you engage with others and in the world at this time. Don't fight the truth that is deep within you about who you are, what you are meant to be, and who you are meant to be with. But also, don't ignore the current reality that is appearing to you, for you, to play with and engage with at this particular time. And never forget that what is meant to be will always, always be. If there is someone that is meant for you, one person in particular, who you know and have a deep feeling in the gut of your soul, the pit of your soul, that you are meant to end up with, who is the true love of your life, who you have a destined outcome to be with in this lifetime, always remember that no matter what, there is nothing you can do, nothing you can do, nothing you can do that can prevent that union from coming together. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our collective reading. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining us on this reading. Let us know in the chat how you guys are feeling, what is coming up for you.